We had earlier provided a nest box, but the nest box is empty. However, the rabbit has chosen to give birth in this corner. I have not yet checked how many bunnies are in there because I've just discovered this. But if you can just look over, you see that there is some activity in the fur. So this why would your rabbit be doing this? This can be because this is a first time mother. So if you're having your rabbit giving birth for the first time, obviously it doesn't know what to do when it comes to giving birth. So even when you provide a nest box, you find that sometimes it doesn't litter in the provided nest box. So all you need to do is to put some hay or straws in the nest box, then add the fur which it has pulled. The good thing, this one has pulled some fur, but sometimes your rabbit is going to give birth on the wire and it doesn't pull a single fur. So all you need to do is you need to be fast, because if you leave your bunny just on the wire, they will freeze and die. So all we need to do is now transfer these bunnies which are in here. I hope there are some bunnies. Yes, as you can see, there are some bunnies there which are alive. So all you need to do is put some straws in the nest box, and then you transfer the bunnies to the nest box. So I'm just going to be using part of this hay, this one here. So that's what I'm going to be putting in the nest box. Maybe before that, this is the design of our nest box. At the bottom, it is meshed to allow droppings and urine to fall through. So we only put these beddings in the nest box for the few days, so that the bunnies, before they can grow the fur, because as you know, the bunnies are born hairless, literally naked. So you put these beddings such that it can keep them warm in here. So don't put so much because the bunny pulled some fur, so the bunnies will be covered in the fur. So I believe that's enough. So I'll take it back. That's the cage for the rabbit. So now all I need is to pick a little bit of the fur which the mother pulled, and I put it in the nest box. You see that she's there coming. The good thing, she's not exhibiting any form of aggressive behavior. So that's another fur. I feel okay. The bunnies are a bit warm, but there are some which are really cold. Okay, so now like this is really cold. So, and I believe, yeah, this is dead. That's unfortunate. That one there is dead. The rest, I feel they're a little bit of warm, like that one. You see that one has some life. So I'll transfer it to the nest box there. So I'll just pick the rest. So that's one. This is the second one, alive. This is the third one, alive. Okay. This is the fourth one, alive. This is the fifth one, alive. This is the seventh one, alive. This is the eighth one, and also alive. Okay, so that's all the bunnies. So this rabbit gave birth to 10 to 9 bunnies. We have got 8 live one, and we have one dead one, which it basically became, it isolated itself from the rest, and I believe that's why it became very cold and froze to death. So yeah, that's the challenge if you have when your bunny doesn't give birth in the nest box. But for this particular one, it's a first time. This is her first litter, so this kind of situation can happen with first time mothers, and that's okay. The only thing that you need to do is to act fast. If you have a litter on a wire, you need to act fast, because if you don't act fast, then you're going to have this kind of situation where the bunnies actually freeze and die. This is very cold, and when you leave this with the rest of the flock, because now it is very cold, it's going to be problematic for the rest to keep their body temperature warm. Remember, the bunnies keep warm by staying together. So if you have a bunny that isolates itself and goes to the corner, then it gets this problem. The bunnies at this point, they don't have any fur, and they do not know how to regulate their body temperature. So they depend on each other to become warm, and you providing some warm material like the fur. So sometimes your first time rabbit mother will give birth and it doesn't pull any fur, and probably even gives birth on the wire. So what do you do to keep the rabbits warm, the baby bunnies warm? So you know that the rabbit normally pulls the fur from the neck area and the stomach area. So this is to reveal the nipples so that the bunnies can be able to suckle the milk. So you're going to find that the fur are along this area, and around the breast it's going to become loose. So if I can demonstrate, if I just pull, you see that the fur keeps coming off. So this is the area where you pull some fur to just keep the bunnies warm. So because here the rabbit has some hormones that it releases that makes the fur loose on these areas. So this is what you do to just pull a little bit of fur to be able to cover the bunnies. So do this gently and ensure that the rabbit is calm. You don't stress her, because that is going to be something that you don't want for your nursing rabbit. So that's it, guys. If you have experienced a challenge like this, this is how you can avert the situation. And for us, we have only had one mortality for the bunnies. So we see that the 8 bunnies are alive and active. Only one died, and I believe it is because it isolated itself and then it became cold, because bunnies as young as this do not know how to control their body temperature. Thanks for watching, guys. Give a video a like, subscribe to the channel if you find this kind of content interesting. Thank you. Bye.